we are back in Nashville, Tennessee.
Two more numbers, right, Harry?
Soul Man and String of Pearls.
Soul Man and String of Pearls. A little new and a little old. Let's hear it, Harry.
One, two, three, four.
Hi, this is Brad Holland. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Harry Penry. Many great memories there. All the productions that you put on, the musicals and the practices that I was involved in. It's just a great time in high school and some of the best memories that I had during that period.
Hi, I'm Karen Holland Thackeray. I live near Atlanta, Georgia. I have a lot of memories from my high school band years. I wish you the very best.
Hello, Mr. Penry. My name is Debbie Holland Hodges. When I was going away to college, you inspired me to become a member of the Marching Salukis at SIU Carbondale, and after that, 3 of my siblings also joined the marching band because of your influence.
Congratulations! This is so exciting. I'm Sharon Holland Welge. I graduated in 1977. Penry taught me a lot. As I was working on my Master's of Education, I had to evaluate my teachers that I had in the past and which ones truly inspired me. Penry, you were top of the list. You pushed us. You took us to the next level. You taught outside your box all the time. You couldn't even stand on the box in band when you're directing. You're all over the place, which was also amazing. Sometimes I would just freeze and not play just to watch you direct.
Hey, I'm Michael Holland. I had Penry when I was in high school from 1976 to 1980. It was great. Great time in high school. Had lots of laughs. I went out to college and I also played in the band. But probably the most memorable time were all of the cruise trips we arranged for the Flora High School Band, including a ship that I worked on, the Song of America. I was actually working on board while all the high school band members were on performing for the cruise.
Mr. Penry, hey, this is Greg Holland. You know, you're an awesome director and you've influenced me. I went on to play in college. Something else, I want to thank you for your service at our church, First Methodist Church. I remember seeing you doing what you do for many years, and I just want to thank you for volunteering there. Back to the drum.
Hey, Mr. Penry, this is Van Brettlinger. Take you way back to fall 1968, I believe, when you arrived in Flora to be the new band director. I was a freshman. Got to spend 4 great years with you. And a lot of my music appreciation, maybe what little talent I have, which is not much, I owe to you. And Russ Mitchell, too, a little bit, because he was all right, too. But one of my favorite memories was the time, I think it was spring of '70, February. So You loaded a bunch of us up on a bus, and we went down to the SIU arena and heard the Stan Kenton Orchestra live. And I'd never heard a big band orchestra, and it was just unbelievable, the sound and the showmanship. And I remember we sat in the front row, and you hooked me onto big band music, and I'd still listen to it today. And I thank you for that, because that's one of my most enjoyable pleasures, is to listen to good music, and I owe that to you. Great honor here but you deserve it to be named after this. And you know, there was 4 musicals we did too. Trying to fly Superman across the stage, that didn't work too well, but it was a great idea. And you know, we about killed Dan Barnhouse doing it, but it was a lot of fun. And that's my other thing that I really like, is Broadway musicals. And I love going to the Fox and stuff like that. And again, I owe it to you, because you put the hook in. So keep it up, buddy. You're all right. And best of luck to you. Thank you.
My name is Sherry Hamilton, and I graduated in the class of 1980. I was Sherry Swaniger, and I had the privilege of being in Mr. Penry's band from 1976 through 1980. And I have several fond memories of being in the band. I would say probably the fondest memory that I have would be when we took our trip to Florida. I had the opportunity for my dad to go with us, and we had a wonderful week spent in Florida playing at various activities. All the kids enjoyed it. I also had the opportunity for Mr. Penry to work with Mr. Penry. He was the principal who hired me on here at Flora High School to teach in the Family Consumer Science Department. So I have a lot of respect and love for Mr. Penry.
Hello, my name is Carol Todd, and I was a member of the FHS band from 1984 to 1987. In the band, I played a flute. Also during this time, I was a cheerleader, and so my best memory of the band is actually when I wasn't playing, but when the band was playing during the basketball games. It was so exciting to have the band behind us playing as loud as they possibly could, the parents and the other students in the stands standing up, cheering and clapping along with the band, and it just made for an incredibly exciting atmosphere at all the basketball games. So I'll always remember what it was like to cheer at those games with HP in the band right behind us.
Hello, my name is Stacy Hemphill Earlywine. I graduated in 1985. One thing that I loved about Mr. Penry is he made band exciting and fun. And the greatest...
Hello everyone, I'm Phil Lieb. A lot of people know me as the head basketball coach here at Flora. Also track coach. People don't know that much about me though. But what they don't know is that I love basketball, I'm passionate about the game of basketball, but many people don't know is that I was also a tuba player. And lo and behold, I was probably one of the best ones Mr. Penry has ever had. I was so good, as a matter of fact, that it was in 1986. We got beat by T-Town. They were #1 team in the state. We were #4 or #5 team in the state in regional championship. And Coach Welch at that time took us to the Assembly Hall so we could watch the games there as a team. But our band was there also as a pep band, because man, we were rocking back in. We had 100+ pep band members, and it sounded awesome thanks to Mr. Penry, and it sounded awesome again. But here it is, we're in the middle of the game, and all of a sudden there's a timeout, there's a pause in the game, there's a pause in the action. I hear over the loud PA system in Assembly Hall, and it says, "Would Phil Lee please come down to the pep band?" I was like, oh my word, what's this about? Well, my presence was required because me being the tuba player that I am, which is a pretty good one by the way, they needed a solo on the famous tuba solo song, no other than Beer Barrel Polka. So there I am, Phil Lee, the tuba player, comes down in my limelight. Although I wanted to play as a player, I did as a sophomore, but I got my name over the PA system as the tuba player, Phil Lee. So that was quite an honor, but I would not have done that had it not been for you, Mr. Penry, and I would not have had my appreciation for music, whether it's Southern Gospel Quartet, which you get to hear the harmonizing, which that wouldn't happen without my ear for the band which you created. And it's just amazing to me, and I still love watching you interact with these young kids today as far as how you can make them gel as a unit, as a team, and bring everything together, and they sound awesome. And it's just wonderful to see and wonderful to hear how you can bring 100 crazy kids back in that day and bring them to a total silence and get them to play all in unison, all in harmony, and sound incredible. And it still rocks. And I can still play Beer Barrel Polka. Thank you, Mr. Penry.
Well, hello, HP. This is David Mills from class of 1990 Flora High School.
Johanna Mormon, class of 91.
We heard a very encouraging piece of news that the auditorium is finally being named in your honor.
Finally. I was just thrilled moving downstate to find that there were so many opportunities to not only experience drama, because I loved being in plays, but also for me to be in the band. I had no idea that y'all had a keyboard. So that was a really wonderful memory of all the times being in the pet band.
For me, probably the thing I'm happiest about is my involvement in the marching band, the pet band, and many times in the pit band for musicals in the spring. That gave me the confidence to go on to SIU Carbondale and perform in the band at a collegiate level. As far as favorite memories go, I think you and I both agreed that sometimes athletes have a certain poise, if you will, when they're in the clutch, or like when you watch a professional like a doctor when they're assessing a patient. You know, I think for Johanna and I both, that piece of poise that you had was always when you would drop your finger at the beginning of the national anthem. It just everything seemed to syncopate and come together in that moment, and that you were truly at your best during those times, and we appreciate that. Now they've given us 10 minutes. Now, back in the day, Johanna, what could you do in 10 minutes of release time?
Could haul down to Dairy Queen and back.
And we wanted to affirmatively tell you that yes, you can still, 25 years later, make it down to Dairy Queen and back in less than 10 minutes and be on time. HP, congratulations. We're proud of you.
Well done.
Bye.
Here's my best memory of Mr. Penry. It was my senior year in high school, and we did the musical Sound of Music. It was the last night of the performance, and we had special recognition for the senior class of 1985, and we had a pizza party after the show that really blessed me greatly. Another memory for me is when he worked with a few of us on a song for baccalaureate. The title of the song was El Shaddai. Ever since we did that song, it's been one of the songs I do when I visit other churches as part of my ministry now. I owe Mr. Penry the thanks and God for leading me in doing this. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Minister Cynthia Huffman Yates, class of 1985.
It's Rob Butte, and I'm from the class of 1983. I met HP, I believe it was in 1978 or 79. I was in 8th grade. We were invited to play a mini concert in the auditorium with the high school stage band. Intimidating, but a great time. Afterwards, HP comes up to me and he asked me personally, "You're going to come see me when you become a freshman, aren't you?" And of course, I did. And I spent the next 4 years playing music with HP and singing in the choir and doing musicals. It was a great time. Fondest memories, heavens, there's so many. Anywhere from getting on buses and going to Florida and playing in the courtyard and SeaWorld to going to SIU and marching in the homecoming parade, and then doing a little ditty at halftime of the homecoming football game. Those are things that come immediately to mind. Turning our band room into a recording studio in an attempt to make a tape so that we may win a spot to play at a state tournament. And IHSA must have liked it because they give us a spot. It was a girls' state tournament, but it didn't matter. We made the big show, and everybody had a good time. And as HP said, it was a gas. It was one of those things you just don't forget. HP is a great gift. He's a great talent for recognizing talent, and he's able to form that talent and to manipulate that talent a little bit in order to get more out of the kid than they somewhat maybe thought there was to give. And we always went above and beyond for HP and give him just a little bit more than what we thought we had to give. And it made us better. And I just really appreciated HP for that. And
we hands down have the best national anthem of any school ever. Both of my kids have played in sports, and I've heard a lot of national anthems. None of them compare to the one that we do at Flora High School when you're directing it. Also, words of wisdom, the one thing that really sticks out for me was when you told us that we would care less about what people thought of us when we were in college than we did right then in high school, and we wouldn't try to be so mature when we were there. And that is definitely true, and that is one part of you that I share with many high schoolers as I am in their lives through church and through working at the school here in Robinson. So anyway, thank you for being such a wonderful influence in my life and a positive example. And thank you for...
From Jackie Thatcher Brandenboss. Knowing HP for a long time, I want to say thank you for the music. I have always been a music lover for all kinds. He helped me enjoy it much more when he was my 8th grade music teacher at the junior high school. He did a history of music, and I really enjoyed that. I have always liked seeing how he enjoyed being the music teacher at the high school and all the enthusiasm he gave during the basketball games. Thank you for all your great work.
Kimberly Blackwell Smith, class of 1988. The best thing about Penry is that he not only encouraged us to be better musicians, but to be of better character. That and when he fell off the platform at the football field. Congratulations.
Hey HP, these are some fun memories we have from the Myers family.
Hey HP, I am perfectly okay with being known as the first Sam. It was our very last concert together. You gave me a great compliment thanking me for all my years of playing for you, and you turned over to me and motioned towards the audience to clap and couldn't remember my name. But that's okay. I was the first Sam, so be it.
We were known as the Myers twins, and one of our favorite memories are the one we remember best is we had a brown Ford Fairlane car that always managed to lose its muffler right in front of the band room. So Mr. Penry came to our rescue each and every time, wired it back all up, and off we went. And also, we have to thank you for teaching us to play the saxophone our freshman year, because we wanted to be in band so bad because it was cool to be in band. We have over 120 some members, and we love the cadence. So you taught us to play, and we think that's how you told us apart, because you got Diane or Debbie or Diane a silver saxophone, and the other one a gold saxophone. So let's see if you can tell us apart. She's Debbie. I'm Diane.
Hey H, this is Dan, known as the Iron Lips, when me and Mike Jennings used to play in your band. And our favorite band memory for a lot of us still is we couldn't get this music right, and you kept telling us it's and a, en, 3 e, a 4 and a 2. And me and Scott Stein can recite that to this day and get it perfect every time. Last, I'd like to thank you for encouraging me in chorus. That's something I never planned to do, but I really enjoyed being Conrad Birdie and standing up in front of everyone and saying, "You gotta be sincere."
It's Terry Myers. I was at Flora High School from 1984 to 1999. I was assistant principal with Mr. Penry from 93 to 99. This probably would last quite a while if we went over everything that happened during that time frame. But what I remember most about Mr. Penry is he was a hands-on principal. He followed a guy that was a very good administrator, probably not out and about the kids as much as Mr. Penry was. So no matter your station in life, he had a story and he wanted to share it with you or listen to yours. So I guess that's what I remember the most about him.
Hello, Harry Penry, Darryl Gummert here. Just wanted to say congratulations on having the auditorium named after you. I look forward to seeing you April 14th there. And I also like to say thanks for working with me the last 2 years of my career. I was thinking of the 30 years I was a high school principal, I probably had 10 to 12 band people. And I certainly enjoyed you the most, Harry. Thank you very much. Keep doing it as long as you'd like. Take care, buddy. Bye.
Hi, Mr. Penry. I never had you as a band director, but I did have you as a principal. I want to thank you for when our FHA group went to our first concert. We wanted to go see Bare Naked Ladies, and you told us no, we could not go see Bare Naked Ladies. So thank you. My first concert was Motley Crue. That's way cooler because nobody knows who Bare Naked Ladies are nowadays. So congratulations.
Harry, hey, eat your heart out. I'm outside here in the sun raking leaves, and you're in there dealing with the young citizens of tomorrow. Hey, congratulations, and doing a great job. Glad to see you enjoying your passion.
Charlotte Snyder. I play clarinet. I remember being on the football field one night, and Sharon Holland lost her contact on the ground, and we all dropped to the ground looking for her contact, and you said, "That's long enough, we need to get back to practice." We love you, HP. You're awesome.
Hi, I'm Susan Schroeder. I had the privilege of being one of Mr. Penry's band students in the early 70s. I've admired and respected Mr. Penry from the first day I met him. I've always loved music, and HP, as we affectionately called him, made music come alive. His music selections were always with it or top hits, and we enjoyed them and wanted to work hard to please him with great performances. I was also blessed as a school nurse to work with and learn even more from Mr. Penry while he was principal at Flora High School. Congratulations, Mr. Penry, on an outstanding career in life and the very deserving honor of the FHS Auditorium being dedicated to your name.
Hi, I'm Tammy Renee Harris, and of course a graduate of Flora High School. And I can't just give you one memory of Mr. Penry because I have too many. And at least 50%, if not 90% of my high school experience was associated with Mr. Penry and the music department. Of course, I think back to the trip to Florida, and of course going to state with the pep band, and of course I was a cheerleader and our team went to state, and that was exciting because we had our band there too. I mean, it was just perfect. And of course all of the musicals that I was involved with him. And you know, my goal when I came into high school was to win Mr. Penry's music award, so thank you for that. I even took a guitar class from him. If he taught it, I was taking the class. So basically what I want to say is, Mr. Penry, congratulations. You deserve to have your name over the auditorium door. You are definitely my favorite high school teacher and probably right up there as my favorite all-time teacher. Congratulations, you're the best.
I am Tom Hedges, class of 73. It is a great idea to honor Mr. Penry in this way. I was not one of Mr. Penry's best students, but he has been a tremendous inspiration to me. And he has set a very high bar that has been seldom met by other band directors I have played for. I now play with the Kingdom of the Sun Concert Band in Ocala, Florida. Over the years, I have played with several other bands and groups, but the most memorable years were those with Mr. Penry. I think the most enjoyable time for me was when I played in the pit band for the Hello Dolly play. But all the football games, cold, basketball games, and parades were all a fantastic experience and a solid foundation that enabled me to continue to play. Thank you, Mr. Penry. Tom Hodges.
Hi, my name is Tyler Schroeder, member of the class of 1973. I'm thankful today to be able to ask to speak about a man that is truly an icon of Flora High School, Harry Penry, aka HP. This dedication to this auditorium is very deserving, as he has brought the gift of music to many lives, especially mine. As I played the drums for HP years ago, he made me appreciate the beat for which we made great music to. Every time I hear the song "The Horse" played, it reminds me of thoughts going back to a very special time in my life. Congrats, HP, and quit getting older, because I'm catching up with you.